You're tuned in to an original podcast by Officially Live. Hello, podcast world. I'm your host, Jordan Live, and welcome to the Live Report. Your cultural help desk is here, and I'm excited to finally talk to you. Let me tell you, I've given everyone more than enough time to speak while I've been away, but now I'm back, and I've got plenty to say. For those of you that may not know me, which is sad, hello, I'm just a black gay boy from Georgia, born and raised, and at CAU is where I spent my college days. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm rapping right now like I'm the Fresh Prince, but whatever. We're just going to go with it. I think I'm just excited to be back in front of a microphone where I belong because I took a detour and did some political things and some other things, but this is where I feel most at home, and it feels good to be back. On the show, we're going to be talking about entertainment news, current events, and everything self-care because we need it and deserve it. It's going to be a lot of fun, so I hope you're ready to join the conversation. Let's get into today's report.
Yeah, they were 12, 13, they got hit. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, hell yeah, I got my fucking son dick sucked. You fucking right. Yes, a grown woman. Grown, super grown. Super grown. Checked his ass out. Checked all my nephews out. Super grown. Is she grown? She checked me out. I know what the fuck she did to them.
911, what's your emergency?
Hi, ma'am. I don't know if somebody called this in already or not, but they should have after all this time. There's a sicko on the loose named Torrance Ivy Hatch Jr., a.k.a. Boosie Bad, last name I won't mention, that's out here arranging sex for minors.
What the hell is going on?
Boosie. Oh, my Lord, how I have waited for this day. You know what? I don't even feel comfortable calling you Boosie because it sounds too close to Bootsy Collins, who is a real legend, stand-up guy. So let's just call you by your last name that the judge is going to call you, Mr. Hatch. Mr. Hatch, you know, every day when I see you in the headline, I think, man, you can't possibly get any more ignorant than you were the day before.
But wait! There's more!
I really think this man needs a psychiatric evaluation or something because I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding what makes you think that hiring a prostitute for your underage child is okay. Like any parent, any good parent like you claim to be with half a gnat's brain would know that that's not okay. So, you know, somebody needs to make an anonymous phone call or something because this is out of order. This is the same man that gets on social media all the time and is down Lil Nas's neck about each and everything that he's doing as if he doesn't have, you know, children of his own to raise. It's like, come on now. What is going on here? You're on one side, you're saying Lil Nas X is pushing an agenda and a bad influence on the kids, but you're not even taking care of your kids properly that you got in your home.
You're the motherfucking improper influence!
It's honestly disgusting. And, you know, I really wish these blogs and, you know, other media outlets stop giving him attention, especially after this, because how can you defend this? You can't defend this or whatever. And I wish these blogs and everybody else stop highlighting and stop giving him the platform to spew his hate. Just stop it, because he said it on the record in a video that he was hiring sex workers for minors. He has no authority to tell somebody what's a good parent and what's not a good parent because he just showed that he's not a good parent. And for all I know, he ought to be sharing a cell with R. Kelly right now. Okay, step in the name of love and that. How about you step in that cell, Mr. Hatch? How about you do that? Because it's ridiculous. It's just like, come on. It's like, you know, forget the homophobia. He's clearly homophobic. I said, but just, you know, just think of the humanity and the, you know, the indecency and the child endangerment here. It's like, how can you defend that? You can't. So stop doing it. We as a culture have to stop turning a blind eye to people simply because we like their music or we like their art or whatever may have you. You have to stop doing that because people are watching you. Your family members are watching you. Your children are watching you. They're seeing how you're turning a blind eye to these celebrities, and they're thinking to themselves, if they went through some sort of trauma, if they're dealing with something, then they're not going to come to you because you ain't gonna do nothing about it. So let's start doing something about it.
You filthy animal.
All right, right now on the live report, we have our very first guest in the building, singer, songwriter, and my very own friend, Christian K in the building, everybody. Christian, what's up?
What's going on, y'all? I'm so excited to be here with my boy Jordan live. I'm so excited to see your journey, your progress, and I'm so excited for the people to finally hear you.
Don't hype me up. Don't hype me up. We are here. But don't get it twisted. I ain't gonna be easy on you just because I know you, okay? I got a reputation.
All right, you can ask the tough questions this time.
Let's get it started. All right, Christian, for the people that don't know, you are a Mississippi boy.
I am.
So what are you doing here in Atlanta?
I moved here when I was 18, fresh out of high school. All I had was like, this crazy dream of becoming a singer, this big artist. And I'm just still pursuing that, man. This journey has been so full of ups and downs, so full of roller coasters, but I'm just forever grateful to be able to do what I love every day. And to be able to, make music that people can relate to and people they can cry to, they can laugh to, they can have fun with their friends, they can talk about it, they can repost it on Instagram and, share with the world. So yeah, I feel like I'm doing pretty good.
I think you are too. So when was, I have to go back and do my brown sugar reference. When was the first time you fell in love with, I'll say, just music? When was the first time you fell in love with music?
The first time I fell in love with music, probably when I first stepped in the booth to record. I always knew that I loved music and I always knew that, I wanted to be a singer, but I didn't know how much I loved it until I really actually started making my own music, and that it forced me to be a creative. It forced me to let my voice and my writing be an outlet for my emotions. And so then I was able to be in tune with everything. I was able to really feel what it's like to be an artist.
Yeah.
And that actually, that kind of was the beginning of my first love for music.
Do you remember how old you were?
I was 15 when I started. Yeah, wow. I was 15, so I was like a junior in high school. I had put out my first song on SoundCloud, and that was actually my first time writing a song too. And everybody in the school was just talking about it. They loved it, and it actually got like 25K views for my first song. And that's when really that's when I knew that this was definitely something for me, and I had something to offer.
All right. So as far as your career today, where are you trying to go? What's your ultimate goal as an artist and as a songwriter?
Okay, so my definite ultimate goal is to I guess have a bigger platform. Like I want to hear my song on the radio in different areas. I definitely want to perform maybe on tour, open up for some artists.
What's your favorite? What's some of your favorite artists? That inspired you, influenced your style, your swag,
Okay, here we go. All right. So my favorite artists, in no particular order.
Okay.
Michael Jackson, of course. Bruno Mars, Beyonce.
Come on, Queen B.
Usher. Omarion, because you know what? Omarion.
That was a wild card.
That is a wild card. But, let me tell you why Omarion. Because everybody always says I sound like him vocally. Like when I put out my music, they always say, this sound like Omarion. Right. So, throughout that experience of people telling me that, I was like, you know what? Let me go do a deep dive into Omarion. And that boy got some hits.
He does.
He got some hits. He knows how to pick a good song. And so I think he definitely influenced me a lot, even after, kind of discovering him deeply at a later time in my life, because he knows exactly, I guess, where to go emotionally on a track. And he knows when to let up and have fun on a track. And so I admire that about him.
I love that too. I love when you are able to be vulnerable and transparent, especially with music, because that's the best songs come out of vulnerability.
Yes, the heart and the soul, the grit of it.
Absolutely.
Like a good Anita Baker song or Toni Braxton.
Come on.
Don't get me started.
Well, speaking of vulnerability and just being transparent, this past summer, you shared a little something with your audience, with your fans. You kind of got personal. It was a new chapter for you. So what exactly was that in the month of June?
So June is just Worldwide Pride Month. For the LGBTQIA plus community. And it was very important for me to really just, I felt like in order to take that next step in my career, not only just my personal life, but my career, because this is something that I really take serious. And so I wanted to be able to open up to the people who support me, open up to the people who listen to my music so they know exactly where I'm coming from and that it's not inauthentic. I did a lot of music in the past where I was talking about a girl and I wasn't really feeling like I wanted to be with a girl. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so, I even had those moments of where I was like, okay, well, maybe I'm bisexual. I did like girls genuinely at one point in time, but, over a time period, I realized that it wasn't necessarily both. Okay. It wasn't necessarily both. And it was more so, I like guys, and it is what it is. I always had this fear that if I came out, as gay, that people wouldn't support my music the same, or people wouldn't, they wouldn't feel like it relates to them if they're heterosexual. And I didn't want that because I love everyone, and I want everybody to love me, but I know everybody can't love me. Yeah. Well, they can, but then they would choose not to, for whatever reason. Exactly. They don't choose to. So I just had to understand that. And, I had to be like, well, if they're receiving and acceptable of it, then that's cool. That's great. If they're not, then that's even better because now I know exactly where my audience is and who is there for me and who's going to listen to me, who was really down with me from the beginning. From the very beginning. Yeah, from the very beginning.
I wanted to ask you too, do you worry about, ever since making that big step and owning your truth, do you ever worry about how it can negatively affect your career and any, potential opportunities later down the line?
Oh, all the time. I mean, that was my biggest fear even before I did it. But really, yeah, because I look at an artist like Lil Nas X, and I'm gonna be very transparent even here.
Please.
Lil Nas X inspired me to come out. Wow. He did. He inspired me.
See the influence, see the encouragement of telling your story and living in your truth. How impactful it can be for other people.
Yes, because I was always scared that I wouldn't be able to be on major platforms. I would always be subjected to just LGBT pride stuff or, events. And I definitely, I want to still perform at those events. I appreciate those events because they're for our people and our culture. Yeah. But at the same time, I don't want to be subjected to that because that's not the entire part of me.
Yeah, it's not the totality of you.
Right, it's not the totality of me. It's just a part of part. Exactly. Mm-hmm. And so I have many layers. I have many things to offer to people, And even now, when I listen to my music that I have current, that's recent, and that feels authentic to me, I'm like, so many people can relate to this. Yeah. So, I wouldn't want to just be subjected to that, and so that was a big fear as well. But when I look at an artist like Lil Nas X, he's really doing himself, and so that in that positive light is the love that he gets and the support that he gets is just so amazing as a black artist as well. Yeah, absolutely. What I mean? As a black gay artist, it's not easy. It's not easy. So that definitely inspired me to come out.
I think that's beautiful. How did your family receive that?
My family was very supportive. So fun fact, my mom and my stepdad, they actually knew before everybody. Before I even moved to Atlanta, I felt like I needed to tell them because I felt like they needed to know that me moving to Atlanta was not just me moving
For a turn up.
Right. It's not me moving for a turn up. It's not me moving just to get out of Mississippi. It's not me moving just to follow my dreams. Like, this is me moving so that I can be able to truly find who I am. So I don't have any influences that I've had my entire life up until that moment. So that I could be able to really grow and stem off into areas that I necessarily wouldn't in the past.
I think that's great. On a creative side, have you been able to, or have you started writing songs with the male love interest in mind?
Okay, so what's funny is I actually, when I write songs, I write them from a personal experience. However, I don't necessarily think too hard about gender. I just don't do it. I just don't do it.
You don't do it, or you playing it safe? Are you straddling? Don't come halfway out that closet, Christian. Don't come halfway out. If you gonna come out, you got to bust the hinges off. I'm just saying. Don't tiptoe.
What I choose to do is not use gender roles too much.
Okay.
Because I still want it to be like, I want everybody to really feel it, and I really want everybody to understand that music doesn't have to always be about a girl. It doesn't have to always be about a guy. It doesn't always have to be about, something. It could just be about you.
That's true. You want it to be relatable.
Like it could just be about me. I don't have to say, girl, boy, I don't have to do that. I choose not to use pronouns right now. Mm-hmm. Now, down the line in the future, I'm not sure what I would do. But my writing process hasn't changed because I still write for other artists. So, if I'm writing a song that I'm pitching to Chris Brown or Omarion, then I would still say, girl, to match them. And even when I co-write on my own songs, I make sure that I tell whoever I'm co-writing with, hey, I don't want to use pronouns.
Okay.
Or if I do, I don't want to use something that's inauthentic to me or my brand.
Got it. And I think that's fair. I think every songwriter, artist, period, all across the board has their process of how they want to do certain things. It's completely up to you. What do you want people to know about you as a person and an artist today, ultimately? Out of everything that you are as a person, as an artist, what do you want them to know about Christian K?
I want everybody to know that I am very down to earth. I'm very, very in tune with who I am as a person. But I also love to support other people. Like, you will never see me, hating on anybody. You'll never see me talking negatively about somebody. Now, I might shade a little bit out every now and then.
A little playful shade.
I might throw a little fun shade. But I ain't gonna genuinely from my heart. I'm not hateful at all. And so, I really want people to understand that, because I think, not to toot my own horn, but I am.
Honk the horn on Greg. Honk the horn on the ass, Greg.
I am a handsome guy, and so a lot of people think, that I'm just this well put together guy, and I like things a certain way, and that I may be a little bougie.
If you do, then that's okay.
That's okay, but at the end of the day, I'm from Mississippi, so I know how to go mud riding and ride on the back roads, and I also know how to be a city boy and have a real
adventurous. Okay.
Yeah, I know how to have a good time. No matter where I am, I'm very adaptable, but at the same time, I just want people to know what I gift to the world. It's so authentic, and it's so real, and it's so raw, and I want people to understand that and love it, and I want them to embrace it. And even if they don't love it, I want to be undeniable. I want to be undeniable to where you can't even you can't deny the talent. You might not like me as a person. You might not like, what I do in my normal lifestyle, but you can't deny that I have talent. And so I just want the world to see that.
I think they will. And one thing that I love as of recently is your brand new single.
Yes.
What we doing?
Yes. What are we doing, Jordan?
Come on. Tell us a little bit about it, because I love the song. The beat is amazing. The vocals are laid. So what brought you to this song? What brought you to it?
What brought me to What We Doing? So I was actually in an entanglement.
Come on, Jada.
I was in an entanglement with somebody, and I started to catch a little feelings. So I was like, hold on now, because you're doing you doing everything that you need to be doing, but you're not committing to me fully, and I don't like that. I don't like that.
What's your sign? Tell the people what's your sign.
I'm a Capricorn, so I'm very ambitious. I like
emotional.
Stability. Yes, and so here's the thing. I just found out recently that I am a Capricorn sun and moon and a Cancer rising.
Okay.
So I am emotional.
Okay, I told him this on occasion several times.
I try to hide it, but I am emotional at the same time, and I'm like behind closed doors crying or like sad and depressed.
So you are easily to catch feelings for someone.
because I love love and I want to be with somebody, one person. Like I like to have fun and date around, but at the same time I have a career that I'm focused on, and I don't want to be years down the line so focused on my career that I don't have anybody to share it with.
Do you feel like that's how you're going to end up?
Well, I don't know. If God willing, I have somebody. If God willing,
prayer without work is dead. Somebody. Prayer without work is dead. You better put in some work. You better do what you got to do to secure that man.
Thank you, Father.
While you're securing that bag in your career,
the Spirit and the Holy Ghost gonna give me somebody.
Yes. So the style of the song is give the people a description.
Okay. So it is what we're doing is basically if you're in any type of situationship with somebody and you're just trying to figure out, okay, like what are we doing? Are we going to the next phase? Are we going to the relationship? Are we even getting married? Like, are we on the same type of time? Like, are you on demon time and I'm on holy time and I'm trying to,
always on demon time.
Like, at the end of the day, like I said, I love love. So I can have fun with you and I can, meet up late night and do all this, that, and third. But at the same time, I want to be able to call somebody my own.
Yeah.
So I just need to know what we're doing. So the song, and it's also kind of like not looking like a fool. Like I don't want to look crazy while you out here doing your dirt and having me thinking that we exclusive. You know what I mean?
And I'm the only one being exclusive.
Exactly. So it's like, I don't really want to show you that too much because my pride get in the way. Like at the beginning of the song, it says, I could say it again, but I won't say that I love you again because I don't want to look like a fool. That's a no. I'ma go run it up, get the bag because I'm a Capricorn. So I'm going to go get that money, get that bag, hustle it regardless. But,
But you still want somebody at home.
Somebody at home
to be exclusive with because deep down.
Exactly.
You all mushy inside.
Exactly.
We get it. Y'all got to go listen to what we doing.
Listen to what we doing.
It's been on repeat. It's like a summer song, but it's not summer, but it's the holiday time, so you appreciate it because you wish it was still summertime, so you can still rock out to it and jam and put on your pajamas or have nothing at all. It's whatever you want to do with it. It's what we're doing.
It's whatever.
So when that sneaky link start, calling and blowing up the line, you can play this for them. What we doing?
Yes, what we doing. And I'm also working on my EP. So I have not released this name to anybody.
Okay, is this an exclusive? Is this a live
because
report
I
exclusive?
Love you, Jordan. I will give you an exclusive.
Okay, we're listening. We're ready for you.
So the name of my EP is going to be called Trial and Error.
Trial and Error, everybody.
And Error. Because, like I said, this journey has been lots of ups and downs. It's been a huge roller coaster, but it's been such a rewarding roller coaster because it's just been full of lessons being learned. I go through friends who are not friends anymore. Or just people that I thought would be a relationship that are not relationships.
We ain't got enough
material. We don't got enough time.
We don't.
So I'm going to just wrap it up into about 6 or 7 songs. 6 or 7 songs. And it's going to be good trial and error. And hopefully 2022 is going to be my year.
It's going to be a year.
It is going to be my year.
It's going to be a fun time.
I'm so excited to be here. So excited for your journey.
Yes.
Because we done been in this thing.
We done been in this thing now. We done been in here.
So we done talked about Officially Live. We done talked about my EP for a minute. And everything is finally starting to take up off the ground. So I'm ready.
I'm ready. Y'all have to make sure you go out and listen to what we doing. And stay tuned for Christian's brand new EP that's coming up. Trial and Error.
Soon come, soon come.
It's coming. It's coming soon. Look out for it. 2022. Christian, tell the people where they can follow you at.
So you can follow me on Instagram at I am Christian K. You can follow. I'll have my link in my bio with where the song is on all streaming platforms right now. I might be dropping some visuals to this thing soon, so y'all just stay tuned. But everything, all my social medias are I am Christian K.
Hey, thanks again, Christian, for stopping by and being so transparent with us. And thank you for tuning in to the very first episode of The Live Report. Until next time, live live, everybody.